Hello and welcome to today's video. Now in this video I'm going to explain to you how to do long division. Now I've often found that people struggle with long division and I've got another video showing you how to do it, but this is a slightly simplified version in which I'm just going to use single digits to show you the technique and how to do it. Now long division is when we have a number, for example 286, and we try and divide it by, for example, 24. It's called long division because I'm dividing by two digits rather than just a single digit. If I was going to do something like 582 divided by 6, that's only got one digit, and I would use the bus stop method, which we've done before, when I would write 582 here, and I put my 6 here, and I go how many 6s and 5s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve this 582 divided by 6 using the same technique as we would use for long division, so you can see how it works. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to show you 3 examples so you can see exactly how to do this, because it is quite easy to get confused. So the first thing to do is I do set it out exactly the same as with the bus stop method. So I'm going to start over here. I'll try and make it nice and big so you can see it, and I'll put 582 here. I'm going to put 6 here. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off exactly the same way. I'm going to say how many 6s are there in 5. So just the same as the bus stop method. I'm not worried about that being 500. I'm going to say how many 6s in 5. Well, there aren't any, so I'll put a 0 here. Now instead of then carrying that 5 over, I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to say how many 6s are there in 58. Well, I happen to know that, well, 10 6s are 60, so it must be 9. Now this is the bit where it gets a little bit different, because what I'm now going to do is I'm going to multiply. Let's get a different colour. I'm going to multiply 9 by 6. Now I know that 9 times 6 is 54. You need to be careful to keep it in the same columns. Don't start writing the 54 over here, or you're going to go completely askew. So 9 6s are 54. Then I'm going to put a line underneath, and I'm going to find out the difference, or I'm going to see what's left over, or I'm going to take them away. So I'll put a little take away here. The 58 take away 54 is going to give me 4 left. So I shall put 4 here. And then the next thing I need to do is I need to bring this 2 down. So I'm going to bring that 2 down to here. And I'm going to do 42 I've got. How many 6s in 42? And I have 7. And there it is. That is my answer. Exactly the same technique is going to be used in long division. It's just easier to get your head around it and practice it if you're only using a single digit. Right, let's do another one. Let's do 2,000. Let's do it here. Let's do 2,841 divided by 3. So, first of all, let's set it up correctly. So, I'll write 2,841 here, and I'm going to put 3 on this side. Let's go for it. How many 3s in 2? None. How many 3s in 28? Well, a bit like this one. 10 3s are 30, so it must be 9. And then I'm going to do 9 times 3. I'll write that for you here. 9 times 3 is 27. So I'm going to put that there. Then I put a line underneath it, and I find out what the difference is, what's left over, because I didn't get up to 28. So I'll take it away, and I've got 1 left over. Now I'm going to bring that 4 down, and I've got my next line. And I say to myself, how many 3s are there in 14? Well, I know that there are 4 3s make 12, so I'll put 4 up here. And I'm going to write here 4 times 3. Once you get used to it, you don't need to write these, but I'm putting them down to show you. So 4 3s are 12, and I write that in. Again, put a line under it. Take 12 away from 14 to see what's left over. and it is of course 2. Now bring that down, that 1, all the way down here to give me 21. How many 3's in 21? And there are 7. Now, if there had been some left over, I would just do that again and I would have a remainder, and that works absolutely fine. Let's do one last example and then you can have a go at yourself. Let's go for 3,148, and we'll divide that by 4. So let's set my bus stop up. 3,148 divided by 4. How many 4's in 3? None. How many 4's in 31? That must be 7, because 7 4's are 28. So put my 7 in here, and then write down here 7 times 4. That makes 28, so put it here. Put my line underneath, find the difference, take them away. 31 take away 28 is 3. Bring my 4 down. How many 4's in 34? Well, 8 4's are 32. So I'll put that here. 8 4's are 32. Find the difference there. 34 take away 32 is 2. And then bring that 8 all the way down here to give me 28. How many 4's in 28? And it is, of course, 7. And there is my answer. So there you go. I've shown you the technique of how to do long division. I've used single digits because it's much easier to do it that way when you get used to actually concentrating on the method of bringing these digits down. Once you're feeling confident with this, go on to my next video, which will be exactly the same technique, but using double digits. The problem is multiplying the double digits to find out how many there are is trickier, and so it's easy to make a mistake. Learn this method and then move on. Great.